Hello YouTube and welcome to a little car boot haul video. Now we don't have a lot of storage space on the phone anymore, so we're going to be very quick and we might split it into two. So bought these beautiful nice bits of burnt wood art. So they're these big bits of wood, someone like solders this picture into them. Two of them were for £1. Bought this big stack of really old school Pokemon cards. They were 25p each, so we got a big stack of those. And another big stack of Pokemon cards. These ones were 10p each. These ones probably had rarer stuff in than the 25p stuff. So yeah, we did really well with these. Bought this big pile of really nice, it's not necessarily wrapping paper, but the stuff that you like line a box with. That was 20p for that whole pack. Bought 3 cards for £1, because I always like cards. Bought these nice little bags for putting presents in for 20p each. This was a good find. This is a hobby tumbler, one where you put the rocks in and the little machine, and then it makes them all. Yeah, so that was a £5 for the entire set, and it has loads of bits and pieces with it, so that should be good. This is some sort of animal pelt, and a friend of mine asked me to pick any up if I see him. It's definitely like homemade, because look, that's his little face and everything. Gross. Don't know what animal it is. Also got this. This is a powder horn. This one is massive. This is an actual horn as well. And this one as well. Again, another actual horn. He said this one was a horn that's been turned, or an antler or something that's been turned into a knife, but I think this one's fake. I think this is like plastic rather than actual horn. But it was early in the morning, so he wanted 5 of that one as well. And the dragons, these are nice garden ornaments. They're really nicely painted as well. Really beautifully painted. So he wanted £2 on each of those, £5 on those. So I ended up spending, he's the same guy with the wood, so it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 for all those little bits. Oh no, he threw this in for free actually. So 5, 10, 15, it was 20 for the dragons, the horns, the knife, and the 2 bits of art there. Same bloke had all these beautiful little crystally gemstones and this incredible little wand, this nice little dragon ornament, this beautiful piece of moonstone, and he had this little pouch here with this nice little logo on the back. It's like some sort of swallow, and inside the pouch was this, and he also had this, which he said was a whale bone, which is very unusual, and these little turtles and whatnot. We did something like 8 for all the little bits, and then like 5 for this one and this one, with those 2 little bits thrown in. So yeah, did spend some decent money on that one guy's stall, but I did think it was cool stuff, and some of it will go well with the Dungeons and Dragons. Bought this for 20p, bought these for 50p, and this one for 10p. They'll be good for my apothecary bottles that I'm making. This one was 10p, this one's 10p. This is from one of the like house clearance resellers. It was a nice little jar, 50p. And then I found some old looking coin. He said it was called a Jensen or a Jetson or something. He was telling me all about it, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be expensive. And there's a bronze vintage old ring. He only wanted 50p each, so it was £1.50 for those 3 items in there. And he also had this, which he wanted £1 for. Beautiful vintage Turtles mug. Don't have that one, so grabbed that one for £1. Fella who had the tumbler machine also had these CDs, 50p each. Gorillaz song machine. This, which I'm pretty interested in, Super Smash Bros. Premium Sound Collection, double disc set. And the Best of Massive Attack is actually missing its CD, which is a bit annoying. But he did give me one of the CDs for free, so we'll treat that as if it's Massive Attack. He also had these, some sort of gemstone, some weird metal gem things. He said it was £1 for the 3, but then he threw them in with a tumbler for a £5, so happy days. Bought these stickers that come to life. Very odd. My day at Longleaks, that's very near my house, and one day I'll go there. See you later, alligator, and Robo Snot. I thought they looked like cool kids' books. I also got, I'll do these just in case we have to do toys separate. This fella had this entire bag of little bits that I'm going to use for the apothecary bottles. These little bits will look good stuck on there. He also had this, which I forget what he called it now, and this one here, and it's a £5 for the lot, including that bag full there. Got this little gemstone here for £1. I did pay a tenner for that sword. I forget the name of the sword style. This one, obviously, this one was tenner. This one was 50p. It's like some weird Transformers light up thing that you probably find at a carnival. I can't remember if it's £1 or 50p for the Lost World dinosaur thing, but he was pretty cool. This person who with the micro machines down here, they brought them to the car boot sale before, and they used to want £1 each. Well, this week they wanted 50p each, so I thought, oh, finally, we'll buy some. So I got 10 micro machines and 2 little people. Thought that might be the bird from Jurassic Park, but I could be wrong. And this one's clearly Skywalker or some sort of X-Wing pilot. So I told her I've picked out 5 of those, and I've got 2 little people, so I would be on £6. And she was like, oh, just call it a tenner. And I was like, no, they're 50p each. And she was like, yeah, and you said you got 10. So I had a little bit of a Barney, but in the end, she agreed, and we did it for a £5. 20p each, little Super Mario. This one, which I don't know if it's Ghostbusters or whether that's Back to the Future, but I think it's one or the other. Little Mushroom Man. And this thing, which whenever I see, I always pick up because it's just the weirdest thing. I still don't know what it's from, but I think it's very cool. Bought this one for 50p, and this stencil craft thing for 50p. Paid 50p for some original oak from HMS Victory. I don't know even what that is. Bought this thing. I thought this might be like a little lantern, but there's no way of opening it, and there's no light, but there is something inside it, which is like tiny. So I'm thinking maybe it's, I don't know, some sort of plutonium or something in there. I don't know. It has a really weird insignia on it, so I've got to look that up. And a little egg thing. It's 50p as well. Bought this little dude for 50p. He was an ugly looking person. And I bought these bootleg turtles, including the shredder, for £1. So they were 25p each. Paid 50p for this official Lego Spider-Man. 50p for this old Deadpool, and 50p for parts of a vintage Beast Wars Transformer. Paid £2 for this skull, but it does light up, which was cool. And £2 for that fella at the back there. Paid 50p each for the Super Wheel cars. And we paid either £1 or 50p for that very funky belt. And 50p for this nice Santa cap. So this was the car boot haul video of this week. I will do another car boot haul video, which will be last week's, which is very, very small because I was selling rather than buying, so there wasn't a lot, and the weather was bad. But we'll also include the stuff we found at a Comic-Con today. So yeah, today's car boot haul video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Bye!